Hello everyone, it's Cyndi Seidelman here, and alongside me is...
the great producer of the show, Mr. Zeronian.
Yep, and Zeronian is here because it's time for another rousing rendition of Commercialitis. This is the segment that we don't do much too often, but when we do, we take a look at 3 game show commercials that are horrible for one reason or another, and talk about them to see why they went horribly, horribly wrong. And because they're commercials, it's not hard to figure out why. This time, we're taking a look at some game show network commercials from 2001. And the big ones being, well, during this time period, they did something called GSN Sings The Themes. And by that we mean they decided it'd be a good idea to hype up their 3 big classic shows, which at the time were Match Game, Family Feud, and the Newlywed Game, and put lyrics to them. And it went well, about as well, we'll say, the New York Jets this past decade and a half. Sure, they sometimes make the playoffs, but more often than not, they're just one gigantic butt fumble. Well, they did 3 of them, and let's talk about the first one, and that is for Match Game.
It's the Match Game
Classic TV.
Start by choosing card A or B.
Listen to the
Clues carefully. Fill the blank and by gosh,
you won!
spin the wheel and match wits with the stars. Play for prizes, big money, no cars. Coach Gene Raven, his mic is from Mars, but it's all American fun.
Bless your blank.
Match Game, 9 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Saturday.
Blank Nelson Riley.
Charles!
Match Game just for
You!
game set and blank.
Match!
That was painful.
Where do we even begin with this?
First, I was gonna say, first of all, just the concept of all 3 of these things is just beyond irritating from the start, because the theme songs already good by themselves.
Yep.
So it's like Sonic Genesis.
Oh.
You're already taking something that's good and just crapping all over it.
By Sonic Genesis, Zeronian's referring to the Game Boy Advance port of Sonic the Hedgehog. Yes, it is horrible. Terrible, horrible, no good, very, very bad. Can we talk about these lyrics? Are these lyrics supposed to get us excited about the show?
It's the only thing that they're doing is basically oh, this is how the game goes, and that's it. That's how the game is played. And by the way, it doesn't change the fact they could have easily done a better job or simply not done it.
Like, they had commercials around this time, you know, highlighting some of the dumb answers that came about, or, you know, who the blank is this? Oh, I know her and him. They're blanking hilarious, while showing Richard, Brett, Charles, Gene crashing through the door, which he did a couple of times, climbing into the audience, which was very fun. I mean, there were much better commercials that were on at this time that weren't Sing the Theme.
Actually, thinking about it, there probably were commercials that were made at the time that's probably better than this.
That's what I was referring to. And it was just it's baffling to me. But we got 2 more of these, and I think it's best we start with we go over the next one, and it's a show that is now currently airing on Buzzer, over the air and cable only, the Newlywed Game.
This is
The Newlywed Game show.
where Bob Eubanks is host, where all the spouses make the predictions on how the spouses all feel about their bros. We're strangest place you made for beef.
At the desk on my job.
On the beach, in the snow, and on the way to the show. That be in the bob.
Just trying to learn.
The Newlywed Game, 10 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Saturday.
Her chest,
Roly-poly.
her spam,
Ravioli.
his feet, her caboose, he snores like a moose. It's the Newlywed Game.
Bob.
There's just no connection between that stuff there, and of course they bring back the old Newlywed, old Newlywed Game meme of
In the butt bob?
yeah. They bring out that because they have nothing else. And spam and ravioli? Who puts spam in ravioli? What is that?
Spiced ham. And ham does not taste well in ravioli. I mean, there's some pasta dishes that do have pork in it, but they're few and far between. It's because you have to have... Why are we talking about this instead of the commercial?
Because it's far more interesting.
Yeah, that is true. So, it's probably the best one. Because at least they highlighted some stuff that you would hear on the Newlywed Game.
Yeah. It's not just here's how the game is played and then we move on.
Mm-hmm. They give some classic answers. You know, 1977 was the year of In the Butt Bob, where that thing happened. But a different one is the one that we saw in a lot of these highlight shows, where the girl said, "Where's the weirdest place you ever made whoopee?" And she goes, "In the ass."
Yeah, and that was one of the big things that they brought up for the game show moment. I think what was it? It wasn't Game Show Moments Gone Bananas. It was the show that led to that.
Most outrageous game show moments.
Yes, where he said like, "We found that clip and we're going to play it." This is
Ben Stein to Bob Eubanks.
Back before Ben Stein dropped his fucking mind.
Yeah.
Jeez. There's such a shame. He should have stuck to comedy.
Well, he was like that before. Now why are we talking about Ben Stein?
Again, because it's more interesting than these commercials.
At least the Newlywed Game theme actually lends itself to lyrics.
As opposed to a match game, which is complete train wreck.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of train wrecks.
Oh, the last one?
Yep. Next coming up is
Family Feud. Whee!
The Family Feud. It's feuding family fun.
A dashing host. He kisses
Everyone. Mwah.
its siblings.
Relation with attitude. It's the feud.
The Family Feud, 8 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Saturday.
that tells you exactly nothing.
And it's why it's the worst one. At least Match Game and Newlywed Game's theme, lyrics actually talked about the game.
And even then, the version of Family Feud they're talking about is only
the Dawson version, when during this time period they're also airing the Combs version.
Yeah. Then and even if you're trying to, and even then there are so many different versions of the Family Feud now that.
But during this time period they were only airing Dawson and Combs.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be another 5 years until they start airing the Richard Karn version.
And how many years before Louis Anderson?
GSN only aired 2 episodes.
Really?
Yeah, during a 40th, I think it was during the 40th anniversary show, they only aired 2.
Yeah, but when it comes to the song, it just tells you nothing about how the game is played. The fact that they do surveys, they talk about sibling rivalry when where there's no siblings across aisle most of the time.
Yep.
The only time that I was gonna say, it's Family Feud, as in feuds between families, not sibling rivalry.
Yeah. So they got the lyrics wrong.
They got the entire concept of the show wrong.
Because all they talk about is Dawson kissing everybody, and that's it. Now, I should preference the original commercials we saw for Match Game and Newlywed Game were both 30 seconds long. I can't find the full 30-second Family Feud commercial. This was the 20-second version. And seeing these three commercials, I'm not sad that I couldn't find the 30-second version.
It's 10 seconds of our lives that we get to keep. Hooray.
Well, if you do, I have to edit this. But there's not much editing to do. Well, that's over and done with. You want to watch a real commercial?
Sure. You choose.
How about the commercial that we say after every episode?
Okay.
I'd like to thank everybody for watching. If you liked what you see in this video, give the thumbs up. If you want to talk about other commercials we could do for this channel, leave a comment below. Also, subscribe to this channel for future videos. And if you want all big videos a day before they go public on YouTube, become a Patreon backer at patreon.com/GameShowGumbo. I'm Cyndi Seidelman, and I'll see you next time for another edition of Commercialitis. What do you mean the PS4 broke because of this? Ah, damn it. I need a massage. Where is it? Thank goodness for shiatsu.